Good afternoon, everybody. Calm Biker here. And because we're not actually allowed to have fun on our bikes, but we are allowed to exercise, I thought I'd try something a bit different. It's a little bit more tiring than the motorcycle, but it's two wheels, isn't it? Kind of time this right to be socially distant. Just about. It's approaching the end of April, and it's a Friday, about 5:30. Finished work for the weekend. I thought I'd try and do you all a video, give you a laugh. It's tiring. So a little bit different, but they say during this coronavirus thing that you should go out and exercise, which is what I'm doing. But some people can't. Somebody's doing this shielding thing. So those people are missing the great outdoors. So rather than take my bicycle through the streets, which are full of people, I thought I'd come out here. Ooh. Thought about going that way, but maybe not. Carry on down here a bit further. But yeah, I thought I'd come down here so people can see a bit of countryside, a bit of greenery if you're locked up, and use my very Heath Robinson camera setup, made of an old microphone, a drift mount, hot glue gunned to the top of my hat, and some garden wire to try and get the microphone in front of my mouth. Kind of makeshift boom. I'll show you a picture. Just for the amusement factor, here's my helmet setup. Drift mount, microphone, garden wire. Oh yeah. So if you couldn't hear anything I've just said, well, that's why. But it's nice out here. You can't bring a bike down here legally. I reckon Graham on his little 250 would be alright down here. My Honda, if it was still, I was going to say if it's still in one piece, but it is, it's been sold on. If it was still mine, then it would be good down here, I think. Though clearly we'd never do that because that would be illegal. This used to be a railway line. It goes all the way from Beverley to Market Wheaton, if you know the area. And it's a fair old distance, but you can walk or cycle pretty much the entire thing if you are so inclined. Of course, if you're on a motorbike, you'd be there already. Little bridge here. Seems to be a little bridge over nothing. In my youth, I would have probably attacked that at 20 miles an hour and come flying and hurt myself, but I'm a bit too old for that nowadays. And I've already hurt myself today while I was getting the pump out to pump up my tyres. I've been painting my shelves in the garage, and I thought I'll have a quick check on them. So I got my steps to look at the top one, and as I put my foot down to get off the steps, I missed, and I managed to fall off the steps and land on the motorbike, on the front wheel, right in my spine. So I'm already aching. So no jumps today. If you go far enough up that way ahead, there's actually an old railway station, or rather the platform. And we were going there geocaching. We found a geocache, myself and Mrs. C. And we also found, what do you call them? Them little rodents with a long nose. A shrew. Also found a shrew there in a post. This is one of the many public rights of way around Beverley. It's takes you through the middle of a field. Lovely wide open views. And socially distancing, I think I've reached more than 2 metres from other people. What do you think? Lovely. Lovely to be on my own. Let's see how rideable this is. Not very on this bike. I'll give it a push. Show you my steed for the day. My Raleigh X1. I bought this about 20 years ago. And they call it a hybrid back at the time. I don't know what you call it nowadays. Gears and stuff. Nobody cares about specs of bicycles, do they? It's my little hybrid, but it means it's good for going down the tracks. But as soon as you get into this very rutted stuff, it doesn't do very well at all. Because the tyres they're slightly off-roady, but they're not proper off-roady. Not like a mountain bike. And they're pumped up to 70 psi, so it'll rattle out your fillings. And rattling out your fillings at the minute is a very bad plan, because there's nobody doing dentistry who's going to put them back in for you. I heartily recommend, if you are looking for exercise opportunities at the minute during the lockdown, going into the towns is not nearly as satisfying as getting out here, where there's very few people around. You see the odd dog walker, but very few people around. Really easy to keep your distance from people. And if you just stop and listen to my wheezing, but the peace and quiet. There is a road over there, but you can just about hear the traffic, and I can see a cyclist or two over there on the road. But how nice is that? For a little bit of peace and quiet, socially distanced, very much within the rules, and just nice to unwind after a week's work. This could be a squeeze. A squeeze indeed. Yay! Little hidey hole this. If you're coming down the road, you never know who's here. Across the road there, that's the barracks for Leconfield, which is an RAF base. There's actually a couple of runways behind those fences. Not allowed to go in there, of course, and look. But you can see them on the old Google Maps. And you also see occasionally helicopters taking off from in there. Police helicopter goes there quite often, I assume to refuel or something. And the big yellow thing, the what do you call it, sea rescue one, Coast Guard one, that's often in there. Now a lot of you are probably complaining now. One, because I'm doing a vlog on a bicycle, and I'll accept that criticism. But I know there's a lot of you out there just don't like bicyclists at all. But I have done a video in the past that I'll link to, where I've talked about that, how I think bicycles are a good thing, and how they shouldn't have insurance. I know, heresy. But I do understand that there are a lot of cyclists who don't obey the rules, and I'm not one of those. I'm one of the few who has a mirror. Bar end. All you Triumph Street Triple people, I can have them too. I do think a bicycle is perfect at the moment, because you can actually get a decent distance from home whilst getting your exercise, so you can try it in new places. This is very loose, really shows the limitations of a bicycle with such narrow wheels. But if I nick Mrs. C's mountain bike, well, I won't be at all manly, will I? On a lady's bike. And off we are in the fields again. Back to peace and quiet. Bit of calm, bit of tranquility, bit of mud, bit of ruts, and probably quite a bit of dog crap. But I do love this. I'm out of breath. I'm catching my feet on the grass. I'm probably going to fall off. But it's just so peaceful. That was a bigger rut than I anticipated. What can I say, people? Get out there. Heath Robinson, yourself a helmet camera. Get out there on your bicycle to find places like this where the public right way is entirely blocked by an impromptu pond. And give us some vlogs, because there's very few motor vlogs coming out at the minute that I'm finding. If anybody can recommend people that perhaps I've not subscribed to, if you've not seen me commenting on a video of a good motor vlogger, please let me know. And cause it's probably one that I haven't spotted. And if you enjoyed this, give us a like and a subscribe, as they say. But I can understand completely if you didn't enjoy this. Hopefully, normal service will be resumed soon. And if you did enjoy it, and you want me to do another one, well, maybe I will. That's tricky, isn't it? I suspect this is not really for riding, and it's more for walkers now. I'm such a rebel. I think this will make a good spot by the restricted area sign to record a special intro for this video. I've been stopped near this sign for about 10 minutes and I can hear a vehicle. I wonder if it's a tank or somebody coming to tell me to bugger off. Yeah. Somebody practicing their off-road driving with a trailer by the look of it. Found the rut. Starting to sound like a jackhammer, where the tyre tracks of tractors have been, and I'm bouncing over it. This is a bike with no suspension. I know when I bought it, suspension wasn't really something I'd come across on a bicycle before. It seems nowadays they kind of all got something. This one's more, if you remember that old advert, it's like sitting on a razor blade. See how old you are if you remember that one. Well, I'm nearly back to the roads again, so the joy of the outdoors, the greenery, is about to disappear, so shall I. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching, everyone. Ride safe, stay safe in this blooming pandemic, and I'll talk to you all again soon.